other side of the quay. So that's gonna be really comfortable tonight. Yesterday I could not stay here. That's why I went back to Old Bahama Bay area. Oh, okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and I can make it happen. Anything works. Sounds good? All right, we'll see you then.
Have a great vacation.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, today for dinner, I have steak in the freezer, but I don't want to eat steak today because yesterday I ate steak. So here in the cooler I have some fresh caught from yesterday. I got two types of snapper. I got this type of snapper. I'm gonna eat this snapper right here. Beautiful snapper. And these other two snappers, they're gonna go home with me. This one is the one I'm gonna eat today with some fried plantains. I'm gonna scale it, and I'm gonna do the scaling right here because that way I don't lose the fish like I always do. Let's shut the generator off so we can listen to the nice waves over there. All right, I already cleaned it out, the insides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the scales off. I know this is not the place to be scaling a fish on the gunwale of the boat, but in the other boat where I used to do it, it was in the back of the deck of the boat. But I don't have a deck on this boat on the back. This is gonna have to do. It's a beautiful snapper. If I drop it on the water, I'm gonna go for it. I'll fight a shark for it. I'm gonna fry the whole fish, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the tail. I have a cutting board, but I just don't wanna dirty it just for one fish. There it is. That way it fits in the pan completely. All right, that's the tail. All right, I think this will fit perfect. I'm gonna wash the fish on the sea so I can get some seawater. Okay, the fish is nice and clean. Okay. All right, the whole mess has been cleaned up. Now I'm gonna get a plate, and first thing what I need to do is wipe off any excess water off the fish so that way the fish doesn't splatter with the oil. Now that he's been cleaned, I'm going to use some tropical sazon. Since we're in the tropics, why not use tropical sazon? All right, and then spread some over it. Oh, not in the eye. Not in the eye. Here we go. Spread some inside. I'm gonna let it marinate there for a little bit while I get the oil ready. Yeah, he's not gonna fit in the pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half. I don't wanna mess up my fish. So I'm gonna cut it right in half. There's some of the tropical sazon on it. Look at that white meat. Beautiful. All right, now that I have cut it in 2 pieces, I'm gonna be able to fit it on the pan. So that's perfect. And grab some oil. But, you know I'm gonna make some tostones. Okay, and the good thing is the ocean has come today, so the oil's not gonna be splashing anywhere. I love the sound of the waves crashing into the rocks there. All right, the oil's on. Not gonna put it too high. Nothing like cooking it at sea. And with a Corona here sitting around. Beautiful weather today. Amazing. Not a cloud on sight on this side here. Very calm. And you remember yesterday was rough here. You can barely walk in here. I brought in here. Today I'm gonna make 2 of the plantains. 2 of them. This is one of my favorite foods. Is some fried plantains. I hear the oil ready, so I'm gonna put some of these plantains, so that way they do some frying there. Beautiful. Meanwhile, the fish is marinating right there. Great. If it wasn't for yesterday, the fish that I got, I wouldn't be eating fish today. It's gonna be a beautiful sunset today. I'm gonna go and start frying the fish because it takes a little while to fry it up. Alright, this is gonna splash a little bit probably. Beautiful. I'll leave it there for about 10 minutes. Now while that fish is frying, because I'm going to fry it one side and flip it, I'm going to continue doing this. All right, so they're all finished. But when I get the fish out, I'm going to fry them again, because you need to fry them twice, before and after. I got 2 plates for the fish. All right, let's go flip that fish. Still needs a little bit more time. I had to hand wash my mask because I forgot my other masks, so I only brought one. So you'll see in these videos they're all going to be green mask. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the waves crashing against those lime rock structures. Beautiful sound. There's West End over there. It's about 3 miles away. And nobody on site. Look at that beautiful sunset. I don't know if you can see far away, right over there. There, right over there. There's Carnival cruise ship leaving Freeport, going back to either Fort Lauderdale or Miami. And this fish smells really good. Just flip it. Nice and brown. Another 10 more minutes. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fry the tostones and that oil, and it's gonna get flavor of the fish. So your tostones would taste just a little fishy, which is great. That's just an amazing sunset right there. I think the fish is done already. Okay, the fish is done. So I'm gonna come here and I'm going to cover it up, and I'm gonna take some of this tostones in here and start frying them. They fry pretty quick. They'll fry up in about 2 minutes. So the fish is not going to get cold. So much different than yesterday. The weather here was really rough in this anchorage here. So I got my fried fish here. Look how beautiful it looks. Look at that. Wow. Snapper is amazing. Pretty good. So as long as they're more mild, they don't have a strong taste. That's why they're good with fish. Another thing of the fish that shouldn't go to waste is the eyeball. You might think it's nasty, but try it. Look at this. All that gelatin is delicious. Try it and you'll see. A little hard, but it has so much flavor. So never throw away your eyeballs. See? Eat them. They taste great. Once you try it, then you'll be able to tell. Don't say it's nasty and don't try it. Try it. One of these snappers is enough for one person. Out of all the fish, the head is the most flavorful. This kind of foods is what makes my trips worthwhile. I like to cook and eat my food here, especially fresh fish. Nothing like it. This right here, you can eat these. The fins, this is how crunchy they are. You can eat them. They had a lot of flavor into it too. Try it. Just make sure it's really crunchy and you chew it very well. You always hear about fresh fish, but when you catch your own fish and it's fresh, especially never frozen. So as a certified refrigeration mechanic, I'm telling you that freezing meats, you lose 50% or more of the flavor. It's better to put it on ice than freezing it. Put it on ice, you're just maintaining temperature cold. I know right there at West End, they have a nice restaurants. You can eat their fresh fish, which I'm sure that's fresh. They catch it right here. But it's not the same. Cooking it, catching it yourself, It's not the same. It's the whole experience about getting your own fish and cooking it. Today there's a lot of people there at West End. A lot of yachts came in, and a lot of people were trying to fuel up to keep on going. Probably to go to the Abacos or Exuma. And some of them are still going from here to Bimini. There's something about the ocean that calms you down. I'm a hyper person, and this is an excellent way to relax and calm down a little bit. Oh, and another thing, on the restaurants, they clean after you. Here, you have to clean after yourself. You got to pick all the stuff up, throw in the garbage. This is going to be my second night. I wanted to stay a third night, but the weather is not collaborating. Friday, going to have winds about 17 miles per hour winds. Seas about 4 to 5. I don't want to stick around for that. I already had a hard time just coming here. When I was coming, it was about 15 to 16, I believe. I think it was more like 16 to 17. And the good thing is here, you have cell phone range. Thanks to West End right over there. But you are all secluded here. There's nobody in sight here. It's beautiful. Well, gotta go clean up. Alright, got the AC running now. For dessert, I got something that is a lot of sugar in it. I got some merengues. I already ate half of it. But they're loaded on sugar. It's made from egg white. They're really good. With coffee, they give you a good rush, sugar rush. So that's gonna be my dessert today with coffee. Starbucks dark roast. I love the Starbucks dark roast. Look at the beans, how dark they are. They smell incredible. Definitely having power on the boat makes a huge difference. Never thought about having a generator on board, but having one changes everything. Brown sugar. And I'm going to restock the fridge with some more drinks for tomorrow. Yeah, that cold air feels really good. On the tropics, having air conditioning changes everything. And being indoors with air conditioning, looking outside, gives you a different perspective on boating. Just the white of the egg, beat it and then baked. What's that beep? And they're amazing. Just melt in your mouth. You gotta check this out. There's some squid out here. Look at that. And there's a squid over there. I don't know if you can see it. All right, I'm gonna finish my coffee. Smells like a Starbucks in here. Let me show you why I have to leave one day early. Right here, if you look at, I was gonna stay all the way to Friday, but look how the weather intensifies after Thursday, which is tomorrow. I'm leaving Thursday, but look what happens on Friday. You see that? That is not good. There's some crazy winds. Let me show you here. Right there, 23 miles per hour winds. Right now, tomorrow is perfect. So if you ever come to any of the islands, have some spare time with you, because you never know when you're gonna leave. It all depends on weather. If you have a small craft, if you're in a cruise ship, you got nothing to worry about. But on a small boat, you really need to watch the days and have extra time on your hands. If you have to work the next day, then you're coming. You never know if you're gonna have to call in. So make sure of that. You hear that? It's just the ocean. It's very calm. It's not rough at all. It's about 10:30 at night. I don't want to go to sleep yet. And before I go to sleep, I always set my anchor alarm. If you look at, this is wood K here. And what I did was I set a perimeter of 75 feet. So if I drift more than 75 feet, it's gonna wake me up. All right, I'm going to try to get some rest. See you in the morning.